I truly believe Maggie and I found each other when we needed each other the most. It was 2019, I had just moved back to the States after finishing my graduate degree, and I was really missing my friends and community in Tel Aviv. I felt lonely and lost, so of course I decided to adopt a dog. I headed to Seattle Humane and asked them to show me the dogs who were having the hardest time getting adopted. They showed me Maggie and one other pit bull, and I was having a hard time deciding, so I drove home to think about it. But on that drive home, I received a call that my brother had been diagnosed with a tumor. It was deep in his ear canal, and as a fighter pilot, it was making it dangerous for him to fly, so they opted for an emergency surgery. I flew out to South Carolina to be by his side, and he recovered super well from the surgery. So the first thing I did when I got back to Seattle was, of course, go back to Seattle Humane. The other dog had already been adopted, so I knew fate was telling me that Maggie was supposed to be mine. She was foster to adopt only, so I took her home that night to see if we would click. I fell head over heels in love with her, and the next day we went back to Seattle Humane to sign the adoption papers. Somewhere in this whole mess, I actually got a job offer, so 2 days after I adopted Maggie, we packed up and moved to California. And that's the story of how I adopted my best friend.